Hello everybody, welcome back to C&S Corvettes in sunny Sarasota, Florida. It's your Corvette buddy Lyle here, back to talk to you about more fun and exciting Corvette stuff. If you aren't familiar with our channel, this is what we do. We talk about Corvette parts, how to take care of them, how to enjoy them, a little bit of Corvette history, some cool Corvette stories, and some cool parts that can actually work really well for your car at reasonable prices. If you like what we do, make sure to hit the like button and by sure hit the subscribe button because that helps our channel and allows us to keep making these videos to help you. On to today's subject. Today we're going to discuss the 5 things that you can do to help promote the Corvette hobby. Now, I know a lot of the people who watch this channel are just Corvette people through and through. It's a part of the fiber of their being. But there's also a bunch of people who own Corvettes who, to them, it's just a car. And that's okay. But what I'd like to do is get them more involved with the Corvette culture. I'm not saying you have to take your car in to have it judged or you're going to do some cross-country rally or anything like that, but there is a real community around the Corvette. There is an ethos around the Corvette that most other cars don't have. So these are my 5 things that I would ask you to do as you go through your life as a Corvette owner to support the Corvette hobby. Number 1, drive your car. Not only is that the smartest thing you can do for the overall health of your car, but getting your car out and having people see Corvettes on the road is a really good thing. You know, I'm sure if you own a Corvette, you have filled up at a gas station and not been able to leave because people wanted to talk about it. That's the best advertising possible for our hobby. And it costs you nothing other than a few minutes. I know I get stuck there all the time talking to people, but stuck in a good way. Just a note, when I say drive your car, I mean drive your car like a grown adult. Don't drive like an idiot, because that kind of driving makes Corvette people look really bad, which is the opposite of what we're trying to do. So definitely drive your car sensibly, of course. If you want to go drive sporting, go drive fast, go to the track, go to the autocross circuit, go to a drag strip, or at the very least, go out in the country where there's nobody around, okay? But don't drive like an idiot in town, because that's not what Corvettes are about. Number 2, save the wave. Now, this has been a catchphrase in the Corvette community for decades, okay? But when I first started in this business 25 years ago, the most exciting thing for me was when I could take a Corvette from the shop, some old beater that was getting ready to get parted out, and sometimes Steve would let me take one home for one night before we knocked it apart the next day, so I could drive a Corvette. And the whole time I'm out there driving, just looking for another Corvette to get a wave in. I was really excited about Corvettes. But you know, there's something simple to do, and it's kind of, the Harley guys do it, Jeep people do it, all the little cliques have their own thing, but the Corvette wave has been around for decades, and I'd really like to see it stay around. Now, what I'm seeing is we have a lot of C8 Corvettes in our area, and a lot of the C8 guys either don't know about the wave, don't care about the wave, or just figure because you're driving a car that's 20 years old that you're not worth waving at. I don't know. I hope not, but I'd love for you guys, if you're new to the Corvette world, every time you see a Corvette, wave. If they don't wave back, that's okay, you did your part. But that's part of the camaraderie that helps keep our hobby going. Number 3, share information and skills. So, if you've owned 25 Corvettes in your lifetime, if you've wrenched on Corvettes since you were 14 helping your dad, you have a particular set of skills, just like Liam Neeson in Taken. What I want you to do is I want you to share those with other Corvette people. So if you have information that will help people in your neighborhood, in your Corvette club, in your general community, even if you see people on Facebook who are asking questions about, man, this is what happened to my car, how do I fix this? If you truly know the answer, offer up a solution. And for your close friends or people who are in your immediate vicinity or in your club, and if you have the mechanical skills to do some of this stuff, and they don't, here's a hint. Don't do it for them. Help them do it. Put the wrench in their hand. Put the screwdriver in their hand. Sit there in a lawn chair and direct them through it. Help them through the rough parts. But if you can get people to put their hands physically on their car, that improves that ownership bond. It improves that car owner relationship that they have. They have a new appreciation for how the car is constructed, how it works. Even something as simple as replacing a rear view mirror or changing out a HVAC unit or a console door. That daunts a lot of people who weren't raised around cars or around tools for that matter. The key here is give your time and expertise and let them do the work, because it's going to help them grow as people and as Corvette owners. Number 4, support Corvette-centered businesses and communities and entities and shows. Anything that shows particular love to us as Corvette owners, we definitely want to support them where we can. Now, I understand. I buy things off Amazon too. But when I have a problem with something, I can't call up Mr. Amazon and say, hey, how do I install this? Does it go on the left or the right? Is this the right shade? I don't know. There's nobody there to do that. So when you have an opportunity to buy something you need for your Corvette from a Corvette-centered business, be it a shop like ours, or a big catalog like Corvette America or Zip or Mid-America, or your local garage who happens to work on Corvettes, anytime you can spend your money with those people, it does one really important thing. It ensures that as long as they're making money and can afford to feed their families and keep the lights on, they're going to be there the next time you need them. Support those people who support your hobby. Okay? I understand Amazon's great, but put your money where your heart is. Number 5, and this is the most important thing you can do to help the Corvette hobby. Find a kid, preferably one who you know their parents and have permission to do this. Put them in the passenger seat of your Corvette and take them for a ride. Now that sounds trite and stupid and silly, I know, but people in our generation, why did we love cars so much? Because cars were how we first got our taste of freedom to go explore the world. That's part of the reason cars are so essential to our core being, is because that was our tool to go live life, to grow up and see things and do things. Well, a lot of the younger kids today, and when I say younger kids, I'm talking people under 30, okay? They live their life through their phone or through their computer. And I'm not damning them for that, but their freedom was found there. Their exploring the world is found on that screen most of the time. And a lot of them don't like cars. Why would I ever want a car? I'll just Uber or I'll get a ride. Put them in the passenger seat of your Corvette and take them for a ride. Let them hear it. Let them feel the vibration. Let them feel what it's like to take a corner in a Corvette. Let them see people looking at them as they drive by in the Corvette with a smile on their face. That is the number one thing you can do to make the Corvette hobby last. Give younger people an opportunity to experience what it's like sitting in and riding in one of those cars. Because there's nothing that's going to do more to sell the Corvette hobby to a newbie than actually being in one. Even if they say, Corvettes, they're old man cars, I don't like them. Have you ridden in one? Well, no. Exactly. Let's go for a ride. Buckle up. So those are the 5 things that you can do to help promote the Corvette hobby. I know I try to do them every single day, and I hope you'll join me in that as well. That's all I've got for you today. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.